Hey everybody, my name is Mike. I am not for Coltrane. Don't mind me, I'm just running terribly late. I believe the audio and video are functional. Whether anything else is functional, I don't know. We're gonna find out. But let's see if it looks like things are working on the YouTube and on the Facebook. So I'll just finish with my questionable neckwear choice, where I'm picking a necktie to match the pants that nobody is able to see. So, right, good. Hi, my name is Mike. I'm not for Coltrane. Welcome to your Coltrane Tuesdays for this, the fourth day of October. Oh, holy cow. Fourth day of October in the year 2022. We are going to play in just a bit one round of the Not for Coltrane Stump-The-Band game. The way that works is people will give me a song request, a song suggestion, and I will have to respond to it regardless of whether I know the song. If I do happen to know the song, then I will go ahead and play it to the best of my recollection, which may not be very good. If someone requests a song that I kind of sort of know, like I've heard other people play it before, I will attempt to figure out how to play it here in front of everyone. If I do not recognize the requested song at all, I will have to make up a brand new song right here on the spot with the same name as the song that was requested, thereby technically satisfying the requirement. That's how we play the Not for Coltrane Stump-The-Band game. I believe I'm seeing confirmation that the audio and video are in fact functional. I love that Margot. Yes, the gizmos are misbehaving. The issue was more to do with the inadequate time for before more with me not having enough time to actually rehearse things and getting all the gizmos where they needed to be. I believe I have found approximate locations where the gizmos will be mostly behaved. I guess we'll see. Right, so I see that we already have a Stump-The-Band request from Margot, which is wonderful. We also have a like over there on YouTube, and let's see, and looks like things are working over on Facebook. It doesn't look like folks have tuned into the stream over there just yet. But thanks so much to everyone, including Beth, especially Beth, for sharing the link around, letting people know that this is a thing that is happening. All right, so, hey, thank you, Janelle. Right, so DuckDuckBeth. DuckDuckBeth is the duo project that Beth and I have been working on. It's been in conceptual stages for a while. We've done, at this point, a couple of performances in front of people. It continues to be an ongoing development. And I'm continuing to learn songs that Beth has suggested for us to do as part of this collaboration. The one this week, oh, yes. Oh, sorry, that's Jane, not Janelle. I'm sorry, Jane. Yes. What was I saying? Right. So, learning songs to do with Beth as part of the DuckDuckBeth project. For those who don't know, my last name is Duck, yes, like the bird, D-U-C-K, so we are DuckDuckBeth. We thought that was a clever name for when we are out performing together. Oh, it's cute. And so Beth has been talking about this particular song for quite a while. It's an A.Keys song called Holy War. It is not, I think, her best known song. Well, I'm certain it's not her best known song. That would be If I Ain't Got You. But it is an intriguing song, one that I have come to appreciate more deeply the more that I have been working with it. And I had the chord progression of the song pretty straightforward. The rhythm of the song has complicated little bits of it, and there's a picking pattern that I really haven't mastered yet. So, life is an ongoing project. Yes, Margot, that is an accurate statement. So, as I was working on this last night, believe it or not, I was actually spending more time on this than I often do. Not that it's going to show in the result, but I was spending more time trying to figure out how to put this together. I had this idea to use the looper and some other things related to the looper to get things together here. Let me just make sure I'm actually in tune. Looks like I am. Right. Okay. So some things with the looper to in part to smooth out some of the bits that I'm not doing very well yet, but also because there's the percussive element of the song, I think is kind of crucial to it. And so when I'm here by myself, at least, I've got to find a way to simulate some of that. So all of that comes together in a bunch of pedals and gizmos at my feet, and we will see how this goes. So the song is, as I said, Holy War by A.Keys. Let's see if I am able, looks like that's coming through, see how it goes if I'm able to set it up. Do better than that. Is holy and sex is obscene. We got it twisted in this lucid dream, baptized in boundaries, schooled in sin, divided by different sexuality and skin. Oh, we can hate each other, by blow and brick by brick. Keep yourself locked in, yeah, we can hate each other and fear each other. We can build these walls between each other, baby, blow by blow and brick by brick. Keep yourself locked in, Maybe we could love somebody, maybe we could care a little more. Maybe we should love somebody instead of polishing the bombs of holy war. Love is holy and war was obscene, and it wasn't twisted. What a wonderful dream, living for love, unafraid of the end. Forgiveness is the only real revenge. Oh, we can heal each other and breathe each other. We can break these walls between each other. open. Yeah, we can heal each other, feel each other. We can break these walls between each other. Maybe blow by blow, brick by brick. Keep yourself open, yourself open. Maybe we can love somebody. Maybe we can care a little more. So maybe we should love somebody instead of polishing the bombs of holy war. Love is holy and hate obscene. We should give life to this beautiful dream, 'cause peace and love ain't so far if we nurse our wounds before they scar. Nurse our wounds before they scar. There you go. That is, again, as always, could have used more work, but also not terrible. So, yes, compared to the rehearsals, that was about as well as any of them went. So, there you go. Yes, I do love doing the live fade, since that's something that you don't usually hear in a live performance. So, yeah, there you go. That is Alicia Keys' Holy War. It is, if I had spent more time with the lyrics, more time with the singing, it would have been easier for me to devote the time I needed to whatever I'm doing with my feet as well as whatever I'm doing with the guitar. But, not terrible. Thank you, Rex, for joining us. I'm glad Beth is very happy with how that has come out. Very incredibly not terrible. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Beth. Yes, Rex, you are correct. That is a lower part of my vocal range than I usually use. I considered bumping it up. So that is the key of the original song. Of course, I'm singing down the octave from where Alicia Keys would sing it, possibly down 2 octaves from where Alicia Keys sings it. I considered moving it up so that the part of my vocal range for me is analogous to the part of her vocal range when she is singing it. And then I thought, nope, we've already introduced more than enough complexity to this particular arrangement. So, so if I were to do it again as a solo performer, which I may do, we'll see, I probably would play around with moving it maybe a step and a half up. But yeah. So, and obviously you could use a little more polish in the picking part. But yeah, not the worst thing you've seen or heard me do on this particular channel. So, thank you very much for the positive feedback in terms of how that came, patting my head and rubbing my stomach simultaneously very well. Yes, that is how this works. And also, you know, the other key thing this time, in addition to actually rehearsing, was setting up all of the gizmos at my feet, because for these past couple of weeks, I've been leaving out that part of the process and just rushing to get online. So I'm glad it worked out for Rex, that Rex was able to jump in right as the song was coming together. Okay, all right, cool. So let me see if there's anything else in the chat that I should respond to. La da da, see, never use this part of the range. Oh, that's cool. Different guitar today. Yes, this is a different guitar today. This is my first acoustic electric guitar from when I was a teenager. It has served me very, very well for a long time. I had this one out because the battery in it is still good, unlike the one in my other guitar. So we were using this one today, as well as having used it outdoors at the Beltsville Fall Fest this past weekend up in Beltsville. Speaking of going in and doing things in person in various places, let me pull up a calendar which will tell me some of the details that I should share with you about things that I have coming up in the near future where people can go see me in person, because I believe it's this coming weekend. Yes, it is. In fact, yes. It is this Saturday, the 8th of October. I'm going to be over at Franklin Hill Vineyards. I believe their main location. Though, yeah, so this is in the Bangor area, a little ways north of course, the Bethlehem Easton spot where I am. Head on up Route 33 to the Bangor area and look for the Franklin Hill Vineyards. I believe this weekend is I'm not sure I'm pronouncing this correctly, but the Chamberson weekend for all of the wineries in the Lehigh Valley Wine Trail. I'm involved with making their website, so there you go. So with Lehigh Valley Wine Trail, they're celebrating one of probably the signature grape of this region and the wines that they make with it. So it is a big deal, and I'm very, very happy to be part of it up at Franklin Hill in the Bangor area this weekend, this Saturday at 1 in the afternoon and going for about 3 hours. Subsequently, the following weekend, on the 14th of October, that's right, last year I think we had the Friday the 13th landed in October, but this year is the 14th that lands on the Friday. I am going to be over at Five Maidens. Five Maidens here in my town of Bethlehem over on the south side. Five Maidens is a wonderful little cidery right around the corner from Touchstone Theater. It's at the corner of 4th and Polk streets. So stop on by and join me for that. It looks like that is starting around 7 in the evening on the 14th of October. So I hope you're able to join me for either or both of those. If anyone else who's watching, in particular Beth, has things that they are doing that I should be mentioning, please let me know or put some information in the chat and we will share information about those. So for anyone who might have joined us a little bit late or might be new to the Not for Coltrane Stump-The-Band game and wondering what the heck this thing is, I suspect most of you already could repeat verbatim the explanation, but I'm going to mention it just in case anyone is new and also so I can stall for time. The way we play the Not for Coltrane Stump-The-Band game is people who are live online with us give me a song request. I have no idea what it's going to be most of the time, and then I have to respond to that request in some manner. If someone requests a song that I know, I will do my best to remember how to play it. If someone requests a song that I sort of know, like I've seen a bunch of other people play it, or it's on a playlist that I listen to regularly, but I've never actually attempted to figure out how to play it myself because there's a lot of music out there. I will then attempt to figure out how to play that song here in front of everyone. If I do not recognize the requested song at all, I will have to make up a brand new song right here on the spot with the same name as the song that was requested, thereby technically satisfying the requirement. That is how we play the Not for Coltrane Stump-The-Band game. And we are going to get started with that because Margot, the wonderful Margot, has put in a request already. It's right here back at the top of the show, I believe. Where was it now? Okay, so it was after I started streaming. Okay, STB Stump-The-Band, Whiskey for Breakfast. Oh, and interestingly, Margot has it as for, as an apostrophe F-O-R-E, meaning whiskey before breakfast, rather than drinking whiskey as your breakfast, meaning whiskey for breakfast. So whiskey before breakfast. All right, so whiskey for breakfast. Honestly, the first idea that's coming to mind is basically Ghost Riders in the Sky. So I think it's going to have something kind of similar. I think this has kind of that feel to it. Oh, but maybe with maybe sort of an Irish, maybe sort of a Celtic thing. It probably would work either way. So let's see. I think I actually have a capo here. 4 as in before, yes. Let's do this in a key that I can bring out the harmonica, which, let's see, if I do that, let's find out. Turning into a Mumford & Sons song. The original's Appalachian style. All right. Well, but this is, I think I'm already locked in. All right. Well, you know, obviously the Appalachian style is, of course, very closely related to the Irish and Scottish traditions, with a healthy dose of African American musical traditions thrown into the mix as well for things like the banjo. Just keep on playing those chords all day, but I do need to come up with some lyrics. So, whiskey for breakfast. So to come up with that, I need to think of why one might be drinking whiskey before breakfast. Let's see. So I've done songs before where it's just like songs that had some sort of relation to drinking, and it's sort of like, well, here are all the reasons my life is terrible right now. I think this is probably going to end up going in a similar direction, but I'm thinking the idea that maybe this is the narrator of the story encounters a man, let's say a man who is maybe out on the stoop, and there's something about why he always drinks whiskey before breakfast. All right. this is true. So let me respond to a couple of the comments. One of them, Beth remarking that women need whiskey too. Yes, I do not mean to disparage or limit anyone's choices. Men, women, non-binary folks, whatever, whiskey, drink responsibly. And Margot is remarking that apparently I have correctly intuited key aspects of the original song that she is thinking of. Oh, now I'm off the rails, but when I get... Oh, no. So I'm nailing the story, but then I'm off the rails when I get into the why. Okay, let's see. Off the rails, it's where I live. Particularly on the show. As I walked along this dark and dusty road, I see a strange figure in front of his abode. I ask him what he's got there in his filthy hand. It's a bottle. He responds to my demand. He says it's whiskey before breakfast. That is the way I'll always be. And now it's whiskey before breakfast. That's the way it is for me. I said, my good fellow, what brought you to this state? No shoes upon your feet, no cap upon your pate. And then he did respond, yes, that's my woman, see. She's kicked me out the house. She wants a little whiskey. I say it's a whiskey before breakfast. Yes, and that is how I'll always be. Yes, it's a whiskey before my breakfast. That's the way I'll always be. Something all together, go and get your whiskey in any kind of weather, and you'll find that you can drink upon your bloody stoop. 'Cause whiskey for breakfast is much better than drinking soup. Oh yes, it's whiskey before breakfast. Yes, and that's how it'll always be. I say whiskey before my breakfast. go. Whiskey for breakfast. That is, Beth is some background Oz on the chorus. Well, there you go. We fit in that whiskey is not just for dudes. We fit in someone who's down on his luck. We found down someone a traveler walking down the street and happening upon someone who is drinking whiskey before breakfast. We've elements of American folk, not really bluegrass, Celtic, Western, all the things brought into there. So there you go. And a reference to soup. So, you know, if someone has come up with a tasty breakfast soup, I have yet to learn of it. So there you go. Thank you very, very much to next week. In fact, cookies for dinner. Oh, that's right. Beth has a song that she is familiar with about cookies for dinner. I know a song from Sesame Street about cookies for breakfast. We might have lots of cookies at a show in the near future. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. But until then, we're definitely not going to get any better than that. So we're going to leave it right there. Thanks very much to Margot for that. No, I don't mean cereal. There's a song that Cookie Monster sings about how he has a soft-boiled cookie for breakfast with a glass of cookie juice on the side. You're welcome to look that one up. I will see if I can pull that together at some point in the coming weeks. In the meantime, thanks very much to Margot for that request for whiskey for breakfast, as in whiskey before breakfast. Thanks to Margot for that request. Thanks to Beth for introducing me to the song Holy War by A.Keys. Thanks to Rex for being here and for observing that was a different part of my vocal range. And thank you to Jane for not being too concerned, I hope, by the fact that I was misreading her name. Thanks very much to everyone who's been watching, everyone who's been hitting that like button, everyone who's been sharing this around with other folks. Thanks whether you're watching this on YouTube or on Facebook. I am grateful to all of you. So please, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, do your best to stay dry. My name is Mike Duck. I am not for Coltrane. Please take care of yourself, take care of each other. I'll see you later.